Purple haze all in my brain. Lately, things don't seem the same. I'm acting funny, but I don't know why. Excuse me while I kiss the sky. Time to send it. Is the name, and going fast is the game. Just got back from Rice-A-Rama. Check out the pictures. You'll see the first place trophy is Bad Wamba Jamba just locked down in the chopper class against some stiff competition. It was carved into perfection by Armin Bissett. Armin worked on this thing for about 6 months, nights and weekends. Armin estimated the total completion time of this bike to be somewhere around 300 hours. Nights and weekends, and just over $2,000 in parts, plus the cost of the motorcycle and all of his time. Just to put that into perspective, even if it half that time, at 150 hours labor of shop time, you're looking at close to 15 grand to pay a shop to build you a bike like this. And you can see, you know, everything on this bike is custom. I guess I'll start at the front end. It's got a brand new 6-inch over forking by Frank fork tubes with heavy duty fork oil in there. Armin went through all the trouble to carve off the brake mounts for the front and shave the fork tubes here, prime and paint those, all new fork seals. The 80 spoke Yamaha wheel. This is a Yamaha XS650 special front wheel, and it's got a brand new chopper style tire on there. The forward controls are brand new. There was some custom fabrication done on those also. The paint job, the gas tank's new, and the frame from here back is all brand new. This is a chopper rear end that he crafted onto the stock frame. He also modified the Yamaha 650 front tube up here so to open it up a little bit more and gusseted it, make it a little stiffer. The chain is new, the rear tire is brand new, the rear fender is brand new. Armin handmade the fender supports on the back and twisted those, which is an old school chopper trick. The header pipes are the original Yamahas with the dual exhaust on both sides. You have 4 muffler tips. The battery box is new and handcrafted. The electronics are inside of this, looks like an oil box, but the oil is in the engine on a Yamaha. The engine, this is a 6,000 mile engine, very low mile motor. He just completely rebuilt the carburetors with all new gaskets and cleaned the jets and put new diaphragms inside there. Brand new ram air intake with the filters on there. The carb was tuned and the backed off 3.5 turns on the air fuel mixture, so it's running just about right now, even though it's hard to get them to run right with open headers. It's tuned really well. The rear brakes are brand new. You can see the brake is all the way out. The rear tire is the original Yamaha rear rim assembly that's been painted black. Originally was black. It was in the Yamaha 60 Special. I think it was black. I'm not really sure, to be honest with you. But these are the Yamaha original wheels. Brand new rear tire on it. Top of the line chopper rear tire. The paint job has if you do a close up on the paint job, the name of the bike is Purple Haze. It was made after the Jimi Hendrix phenomena. I have a poster downstairs. We got to include in the video a picture of the Jimi Hendrix poster downstairs in the bar. The engine is a stock 650 engine, just tuned up. New spark plugs, valves were adjusted. carbs were rebuilt. It's got a new chain on it, new oil. The gaskets on the primary you can see are brand new. It's got a brand new clutch in it. Armin put a brand new clutch in the bike, so that's going to work perfectly. The transmission shifts beautifully. The seat has the springs in it. You got about 2 inches of spring travel on the seat. Even though it's a hardtail, it rides pretty good. And of course, the forks are typical Kayaba, nice. That is to say, nice and smooth. So it's a pretty radical looking ride, but it rides nice. I like the bars. He did a lot of work on the bars too. Take a look at this. The throttle cable is run inside of the tube, and it's a braided stainless throttle cable, as you can see down here. The Magura clutch lever is a old school trick where it's running through, the cable's running through the bars. That was no easy feat. The risers are new. The original Yamaha triple clamps are cleaned up, sanded and painted. Has a brand new headlight on the front. The ignition is set up on the side right here. This bike has kick if you want to impress your friends, but it does have electric start too. Right here, you just turn the key, it fires right up. Nice leather seat. All the hardware is new. All stainless steel hardware on the motor. All new motor peg mount hardware. Everything's new on the bike. You stripped it right down to the frame, redid everything. There was a father son. He won 2 trophies with us. Armin and his dad, if you've been following us for a while, Armin is the proprietor and innovator of the Gluttons for Punishment page. That's a website. You might want to join it. If you buy this bike, you're automatically in the club, the Gluttons for Punishment club. It's a club of guys that buy and build old school, mostly Japanese bikes. They're kind of celebrities at the Ricerama event, and every year they build a new bike for it. This year, him and his dad had a build-off. They took Yamaha 650 twins and they made choppers out of them. This is actually a bobber-style chopper, so it's in between a bobber and a chopper. It only has a 6-inch rake, so it's not really a traditional super raked-out chopper, which makes it a lot more rideable. He beat his dad. He won the first place in the competition with his dad, and he won his first place against all the rest of the bikes. So totally bulletproof Yamaha motor. Sounds awesome with the pipes on it, as you heard. And it's a brand new construction. So Armin sells his build bikes at Ricerama every year. We bought this one off of him, as we did last year's bike. They also they built a Harley Davidson cafe racer that actually won first place at the Boardwalk show in Daytona. So these guys are top quality builders that do this for fun. Obviously not to make money, because they'll lose their ass putting that much time and effort into a project like this. So great bike. Typical Japanese quality, yet it gets you into that old school cool.
And it is sold with the helmet, right, Pops?
Oh yeah, this is a matching helmet that has a like a monster face on the front. He painted it to match, so you can wear it like this and be street legal, or like this and be street legal. If you don't have your glasses with you, your night riders, you can put this on, and they're a night rider clear lens. So just a beautiful bike. If you're looking for a bobber or a bobber chopper style 650, buy this bike, because it was done right by a guy who really cares and who will put a lot of, I'm going to call it a labor of love, because that's what it was. The motor, even the paint on the motor, he's got metal flake on the paint on the motor. Look at the engine cases, real heavy metal flake in there, and the black has metal flake in it too. So everything on the bike has been carefully plated, polished, painted, or replaced, or handcrafted, like this gas gauge here, which was handcrafted in the tank by Armin. It's got a new gas cap. The tank appears to be a brand new tank. There's no rust inside of it. The cap's brand new. I think it is a new tank. So is there anything you'd like to add about this? I mean, you know Armin and his dad really well. Also, great guys. They have my total respect for what they've been building.
Oh yeah. We've been friends with the Bassettes for a long time, and just thinking back on some of the builds that we bought from them, we've been a source for them to sell their project bikes quickly, and they've always been a pleasure to take them through and do videos on them. So
the Seika 900 they built won first place at the VJMC. The Harley Cafe Racer won first place at the Boardwalk show. This one won first place at the largest Japanese bike show in New England. So I see a pattern here. These guys are crafted machines that are pulling trophies. And if you know anything about building a bike like this, you'll know nights and weekends, it's a big job. If you did it all day, every day, it's still going to take you, a month and a half. Let's see, 40 hours a week would be 5 weeks is 200 hours. So at normal shop rates, even at $50 an hour, which you can't find a shop that can do this kind of work, you're still going to spend over 10 grand just on labor, plus $2,000 in parts, plus the cost of a bike. So it's an excellent value, and it's a lot of fun to ride, and that's what it's all about. When I sit on the bike, it just changes. You just feel different. You just feel like you're riding onto the, you feel like Clint Eastwood riding into town on this thing. So, well, without further ado, I'm going to take it for one more ride and bring it into the museum and put it on display. It'll be here. You're welcome to leave it here if you purchase it. It's definitely a piece of modern art, for sure.
Put it on the second floor, Pop. We can ship the bike anywhere in the States inexpensively. Message us your zip code for a quote. We can also offer financing, so call the shop with any questions or to get pre-approved. Call and ask to speak with Cody or Ken Jr. 860-454-7024. She'll be going live this evening. Today's Tuesday, the 10th of September. Good luck bidding, and God bless America.